by making the worst films ever recorded. Historical inaccuracies aside, this quirky flick renewed Depp's love of acting and allowed him to make many more classics in the years that followed. Burton for an hypnotic performance in a tale of vengeance and cannibalism. As a man who has everything he loves taken from him, Depp's character becomes a singing throat slasher who
saying got me a 9-year stretch in Alcatraz, you understand? So, just saying.
It's out.
I'll end up in the bouncy castle.
How did you become friendly with Marilyn Manson?
Well, we met a long time ago. You know, we actually met very briefly when he was.
Modern Gothic Frankenstein tale was the first time Depp and Tim Burton collaborated. Depp plays the misunderstood artist with razor-sharp extremities and captivates by adding depth.
Product.
Yeah, a product, yeah.
Yeah, and it made me very uncomfortable.
Made you uncomfortable?
Yeah, because I didn't, I mean, I
Being
just...
sort of labeled a heartthrob?
Well, they just started to build this image, and this one here a bit superfluous, really.
Oh, the Dauntless is the power in these waters, true enough. But there's no ship that can match the Interceptor for speed.
I've heard of...
Crowns. Ah, yes. Uncanny, is it not? Worth every hour I spent post.
Yeah, Moses didn't want to walk next to me after she didn't want to have brunch with me, and I was like, you know, like, I'm like in movies and stuff, you know? And he's like, exactly.
It has since raised $650 million worldwide, but I think...
That's your recipe.
No. No. You said to me...
A cigarette like that, and he's like...
May not have been a cigarette, Gwyneth, but...
Got a good point.
Okay, so you didn't really know each other, and then you worked together. Were there surprises? Were there...
Not her. Oh, Captain Jack, don't disappoint me this morning. My heart is beating.
You've been there. Quick.
Captain
Quick.
Jack!
Quick!
I mean, talk about alternative programming. You basically had things like All My Children and all that stuff, and then suddenly there was this gothic soap opera that included... Barbies.
That's Colorado you're thinking about.
Oh.
I don't know how this got in here, but you sleep in the nude.
By accident, you know, I was with Hunter Thompson, and we were looking through the manuscript of Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas, where because I was preparing for the film, and then I just found.
Beating.
You've been there. Quick.
Captain
Quick.
Jack!
Quick!
Oh, I'm so close. So close yet so far. Oh, wow.
Say hi to
This is it, people.
Dogs have left the country, but given everything we've learned so far, it could mean I did it, I killed all the dogs. I, Barnaby Joyce, killed all the dogs.
That wasn't $7.9 billion. His new movie, be able to see it this summer, The Lone Ranger. Talented musician in addition to being an actor. Honest to God, where are the stunt people, for heaven's sakes? You're Tonto.
Yeah.
You don't need that.
Thanks to the lack of a cold winter season and devastated Australia's ecology by eating any plant that they came in contact with.
Yeah, no matter how many rabbits the hunters killed, and by God...
If you take the microphone on, Captain Jack, wow, they're rocking the game. All right.
Guys, send me off, please.
No one had really seen someone who looked like Johnny Depp. Yeah, sure, he was good looking, like most Hollywood actors, but he was part Native American, part something else that you couldn't figure out. And he had a
That is one of the best goddamn steaks I ever had in my life. Ever. What's the family secret recipe?
It's great.
It was to give the effect that you were riding bareback the horse.
To give the effect that I'm riding bareback. So basically, it's not really tight on the horse. It's just enough to...
Yeah, just a little tissue there for you to sit on.
He's a Grammy-winning rapper, television star, and box office king. But still, the Fresh Prince can't catch Oscar Gold.
Man, he took that hard.
He made
to marry, wanting to just give you everything, and that's kinda scary, cause I'm loving the way you shake your ass. Bouncing got me tipping my glass. Normally don't get caught up if I like to marry, wanting to just give you everything, and that's kinda scary, cause I'm loving the way you shake your ass. Bouncing got me tipping my glass. Normally don't get caught up to
Funniest person I've ever worked with. I wet myself and like pitted out laughing.
Is that,
And after that, I don't expect to be invited to the opening of Pirates of the Caribbean.
I'm gonna be the man who wakes up next to you when I go out. Yeah, I know I'm gonna be the man who goes along with you.
Wearing their clothes makes me feel closer to them.
You're not a fruit.
No, I'm all man. I even fought in WW2. Of course, I was wearing women's undergarments under my uniform.
his role as Beam.
A bad noise, son.
How about some ether?
What?
Never mind. And number one is one of the most beloved movies starring Johnny Depp, and for good reason.
But I really want this job. I like to dress in women's clothing. I'm investigating things.
Career and personal life soon took a tumble.
I know that it's confusing. It is one thing to question the official story and another thing entirely to make wild accusations.